Hey everyone, I'm hopping on here today because there's been something that has come up twice this week, and I just thought it was really funny. And what that is the topic of a bucket list. Two different times I've talked to people this week about, what's in their bucket list, and two different times they both said, I don't have a bucket list. I just live one day at a time, try to get through it as quickly as possible and move on to the next day. And I was just thinking to myself, I never said that anything to them, but I was processing it in my head thinking, that's sort of sad. I want to have a bucket list. I love creating a bucket list. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I've just started recently in the last couple of years thinking about my bucket list. Probably due to the fact that I was a very busy mom, really focusing on my kids and really putting them priority number one, which is a great thing. And I still try to do that, but I'm at a point in my life that I am so enjoying dreaming, planning things. So I'm hopping on here today to ask you, do you have a bucket list? You're never too young or too old to have a bucket list. And I'm all about seizing the day, but I want to look to the future as well. It's a great big world out there, and it's much bigger than my little tunnel vision or my little peripheral world. You know what bucket lists do? Bucket lists give you direction, and they give you focus, and they give you purpose. Dreams, when you have bucket list dreams, you are going in a direction to meet those. You get to dream and you get to work hard to meet those dreams. So, before some of you think that it's just too difficult to build a bucket list, how do you have the time? Or what if I write things on my bucket list that I never experience any of them? So here's something that I started to do with my own bucket list. I started to add some things that I knew I was going to do, so I wouldn't feel like some failure if I didn't achieve them. So things like, taking a walk every day, no matter what the weather, taking a walk every day. Maybe, and this is something that I haven't done yet, but maybe visit a new coffee shop every week. How fun would that be? That'd be right down my alley. So what I've done is I've added some things that I know I can accomplish and then some pretty big reaches. So whether it's maybe going back to school or learning a new skill, seeking adventure, traveling, getting fit, or maybe learning how to play an instrument or write a book, whatever your dreams are, what do you want to experience while you're doing them? What will bring you joy? So some things that you can do to help you build your list is to ask yourself, if you had unlimited time, if you had unlimited money and resources, what would you do? And then start making your list from there. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share a few of my bucket list items, but I'd love for you to share a few of your items. And let's all focus on our direction and our purpose together. And I know I talk to my own kids about this as well. So you're never too young, you're never too old. I'm going to share some things that are on my list right now, but would you share some things that are on your list as well? And then I'll also put in the comment section some fun little apps that I have found to give you focus when making your bucket list. So here, and I wrote some down, so I'm going to look at my notes and look at my bucket list items. But here are some things that are on my list, not all of them, but I have wanted to, for years, and I don't know where this came from, but I have wanted to study linguistics for years. And I think it's because I'm so fascinated by that field of study. I've got a piece of hair in my face. So I have just determined that someday I'm going to take some classes on linguistics. Not just get books, but I'm actually going to take classes. I have wanted to always visit Australia, and I can't wait, and I will someday. But Australia's on my bucket list. So here's some other places, and then I'll go through some other things that I want to do. I want to go to Rome. I want to walk the same paths that the Apostle Paul walked. I want to go to Jerusalem. I want to sit in a pub in Ireland. I don't even drink beer, but I want to go sit in a pub and listen to Irish music. I want to go to Waco, Texas, and go to the Fixer Upper location, Magnolia, whatever. I've got a mind blank. But I want to do that. That's a pretty easy one. I think I'm going to do that sooner than later. I want to bicycle across the Golden Gate Bridge. So doable, and I will do it sooner than later. I want to walk down the Grand Canyon. I don't want to ride on a donkey, but I want to walk down, and then I want to walk back up, of course. I want to go on a safari. How fun would that be? Go on a safari. I want to go to Haiti every year that I can, like every year. And then here is just something that I just recently added. I can't believe I just recently added, because you'd think this would be pretty top of mind, but I want to go to a hockey game at the Winter Olympics. I don't care where the Winter Olympics are. Hopefully they'll be in Australia or someplace I want to visit anyway. But I want to go to a hockey game, a USA hockey game. So how fun is that? So my challenge would be, if you're up for a challenge, is to start focusing on direction, your purpose, and start making a bucket list. How fun is that? All right, so I can't wait to hear what you share, and I'll share those apps that I have discovered for making a bucket list. Bye, guys.